And good morning everyone, it's Richard from Seeker Training, starting our canned workout sessions. Good morning everyone, and sorry the lag is really bad at the moment today. We're at 73% loss, so I will be jumping around for a while. So let's first get the health question quantifiers out of the way first. Oh, sorry about this, the cold weather's making my nose run. If you haven't got the authorization from a doctor to actually exercise, please do, or you can fill out my PAR-Q health questionnaire, which is either below this video, if it's on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, you can go to the top of my Facebook feed. It's pinned at the top. Fill that out, send it to me, we'll have a discussion, and then we can find out how to actually, for you to work more sensibly, more safely. Hi everyone, how's it going? Good morning. Right, well, it's dropping down a bit, so still a bit stuttery and a little bit behind in the lag, but let's carry on. We'll have a quick discussion first. On Monday, there was a recorded live, well, not recorded live stream, but I recorded it live, but then I broadcasted it canned. So it was a canned workout. I hope that works well. The reason why I did that was I was on a training course in the back garden using a piece of equipment called TRX. TRX is a different type of exercise equipment. I passed, thank goodness. 92% in the exam, so that's really good. The reason why I'm bringing that up is, what's the best way for you to exercise? Well, that's a very arbitrary way of working out, or a way of saying it, because you could work out however you feel comfortable. Doesn't matter. If you want to be, it depends on what you want. They call it sport specific or reason specific. If you want to just keep fit and healthy, then this class is probably one of the best things. It's functional training. It's getting you to do everyday living, which we in the industry call ADLs. So you can reach up, you can sit down, you can get out the bath, you can get out of the bed, you can walk up those stairs. That's what this class is about. So if that's for you, then this is for you. This class is for you. If you want to get a little bit healthier and fitter, then this class is for you, or you could do something else. If you want to get stronger, you would probably have to go to a hypertrophy, or the Americans call hypertrophy class. Okay, so you're trying to get bigger muscles, stronger. You can do sport-specific ones where you go faster, stronger in your explosiveness. If you want to try and do heavy cardio to really get your cardiovascular system, you can do HIIT or Tabata. HIIT is high intensity interval training, and Tabata was designed by a Japanese gentleman in the 20s, actually 100 years ago, actually, yes, for his Olympic squad, where it's very similar to what we do now, but we're not doing it as hard. What you do is you work to maximum for about 20 seconds, have 10 seconds off, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and you only do it for about 10 minutes maximum. When I do Tabata, I tend to do it 3 sets, so it's 45 minutes. It's really, really hard work and grueling. But if you want to lose weight, what would you do? Now this got me. When I first started doing my health and fitness journey, I thought exercise was everything. Exercise would get you flat stomach and muscular. It'll get you muscular. What it does, it helps facilitate the loss of fat. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is, unfortunately, it's not the be all and end all. You can't have exercise and a bad diet. You need to eat healthily. What goes in here indicates what comes out here. Okay, that astounded me And when I first finished my level 3 course, I suddenly thought, oh, what's the point? Well, the point is that's why I want to make people healthy. You can be a little bit, I'm a little bit wobbly around the tummy. I'm a bit more solid up there, but around the tummy I'm a bit wobbly. But I'm fit. That's how I'm trying to get people first. Trying to get people to get the muscles energized, get the muscles working a lot better. Then the meal can come after, the diet can come afterwards. I don't like using the word dieting. There's no such thing as a diet in the modern tense. A diet is what you eat. If you eat muck or soil or wood, that's a diet. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to use the word healthy eating. You don't have to cut everything out. One thing I've learned is if you cut everything out, you will not stay on that healthy eating course forever. You can't carry it on, because you need sometimes a naughty thing to make life worth living. Okay, I found that out the last day and a half as well. I've been having problems with mental health. I find that my thing to help me is these classes. And you lot out there. If it wasn't for you, I'd probably be an absolute mess now. But thank you very much for being here. But as I was saying, a little bit of nastiness helps. A couple of biscuits here, a couple of biscuits there. A pack of crisps. I have problems where if I open up a packet of biscuits, it all has to go. Sorry, that's my OCD. So what I tend to do is I try and parcel them up. Open them up all straight away, parcel them up into smaller bits. Yeah, that'll help you facilitate your fat loss by restricting what you eat. Try and eat things which make you fuller. Like if you have soup and it's a bit watery, stick some lentils in it, stick a potato in it, mash it up. It'll thicken it up, fill you up for longer. Anyway, so let's check on. Right, we're down to 49%, so I think we can start now actually. So, I hope everyone's alright. Yes, well done, I've started. Once I've started, it makes me happy. Woo! Right, so dumbbells, mat, water, and yourself. So, I'm going to practice a little bit of sign language now. So, basically, how are you? If you want to respond, you can go, I'm fine, thank you. It's the same as how are you, but you nod your head. Or if you're sad, little sad fingers, you go, but I hope you all go. Or, there we go. So let's start, shall we? Let's start. So we're going to start warming up, marching on the spot. So I'm finding sign language really good, and I really want to bring it into my classes. But I need to practice, and it's very interesting. Some of the signs could be construed as rude, but it's not. So as long as you stay, you're signing, you should be all right. Let's go high knees. Oops. Thank you. Yes. My course. Yes. It was hard actually because it was the exam was very Americanized. All the words were American and it was very hard to understand. You can tell actually when they say, right, this is a push-up. Oh, it's not, it's a press-up, we're British. Right, wide legs. Just try and get those arms going as well at the same time. We will be working lower body, then upper body. Lower body, then upper body. Something called peripheral heart action we're trying to get for. We're trying to move the blood around the body as fast as possible. So what we're going to do now is just have a little bob and bring our arms up and down, up and down. So you breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. Try and get that breathing Should we try and do that? Should we try and get the breathing going? So every time you actually move the weights away, it's always breathing in. And then breathing out as you bring the weights back. So on the concentric, the weights go away from the floor or away from you. You breathe in, open up your chest, breathe in and out. Brilliant. Let's put a bit of rotation into it, shall we? Should we go to the side? Out, down, out. I'm going to put a leg in as well. There we go. I've got a little leg, a little twist. And I've got my arms working as well. Brilliant. Right, let's push forward. Cross those arms. If the telephone goes, sorry about that, I'm expecting a call, the wife will take it. Right, let's reach over. Do reach overs. Right, today we do have an option actually of using the chair or the wall for the core. But what I'll do is I'll show you that in the just before the core exercises. Because I know a lot of people have problems with what's called the side plank. So that's what we're going to work on later on. Good. You're all doing so well. Right, let's go marching on the spot. Right, the first exercise, keep on marching. I'm going to show you the first exercise. We're going to go for the dumbbells. And what we're going to do, we're going to squat down. So hips back, try and keep that back nice and straight, look forward. And what I tend to do for this one is I tend to cross my arms, then as I come up, my arms go out, shoulder blades go down, make a Y, and back down again. So you're going up, out, down, up, out, down. The reason why we're trying to do that, we're trying to get the shoulder blades to come down, so don't keep those shoulders hunched up. Right. I think we'll start in 3, 2,
exercise
1, and let's go. So it's cross and up. So you're bringing your arms up and backwards slightly. So you're sticking your bottom out and looking straight forward. So a little bit like the squatting jacks or star jumps, but not as energetic. 2, 1. Brilliant. We're going to do dumbbell punches. So upper body this time. Ten seconds. This 10 seconds is lasting a long time. 5,
3,
2, 1, and dumbbell punches.
exercise 1.2.
That's it, good. So I'll turn sideways again. Why do I always turn this way? Do I think my left side's better? I'll go to the right side instead. Brilliant. Keep it going. 15 seconds. Do, 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 do. Try and keep those shoulder blades down. Don't bring them up, don't hunch up.
2,
1,
change.
and change. Right, we're going to keep these dumbbells at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to do a reverse lunge with a toe touch. Okay, yes, I know, people are going, but my bottom hurts with that one. Yes, so we're going to reverse and up. Chest over. Normally with a lunge you try and keep your back nice and straight, but we want to actually stretch those glutes. And let's go. So up, After each one, try and get all the way up. Hinge only at the waist. That's it. Your bikini bottom will love you later. Whoops, I shouldn't look at the camera whilst trying to do a lunge.
3,
2, 1.
Change.
Brilliant. Excellent. We're going to do some side L raises. Hell raises. So what we're going to do is going to go one to the side, one to the front, down. One to the side, one to the front. Swap. Okay? In 3, 2, 1, and go.
Exercise 1.4.
I go only up to eye height. Try and keep those shoulder blades down again. Okay, so no hunching up. Try and keep them nice and down. One thing I did take away from the TRX is, I'll quickly show you, well I'll show you in the rest. It's called spacing. Okay, so you got different sections. You got your head, the top of your torso, and your hips. In between there's gaps called spacings. So your neck, your bit of your abdomen between your rib cage and your waist.
Change.
Okay, so we'll change exercises now. What we're going to do bum kicks. I'll put those over there. So we're going to bring our foot to our bum. If you want to put a little bit of a hop run into it, you can do. So what you do is, if your head gets into the space of your neck, you need to extend it out. And let's get going. So you need to keep that space in between. So that's one point. That's one object with a spacer. Other object, spacer. Other object. Okay? So if anything encroaches into the spaces, the two spaces which are your flabby bit, like mine, and your neck. So if you like that, stretch it out. Get your shoulders down because the fat goes into your space. Get it out. That will strengthen your spine.
3, 2, 1.
And let's change. So that's also will strengthen your spine as well. Oh, my hair is destroying my mats again. Brilliant. Right, we're going to do bent over reverse flies. So again, I must have a penchant for sticking your bottom out. We're going to put our back nice and straight. Look at about 45 degrees to the ground. Yes, dear. And what we're going to do is we're going to arms up and back down again. Arms up, back down again. Try and get the shoulder blades together. So if you try to squeeze an orange, it's almost like you're trying to squeeze all the juice out and all the pips in between your shoulder blades. I always like to use the term, try and make a valley between your shoulder blades. So if you, okay, it's a bit nasty this, but if you're sweating, you want to make a channel for it to run down. Make a little river.
3.
Just hope you don't have trees growing in your back.
Change.
Excellent, brilliant. So last one we're going to do in this section is going to be high knees. So a bum kick, we went backwards. High knees, we're going to go forwards. If you want to put a little bit of a skip into it, you can do.
3, 2, 1.
And let's go. I'm going to put a little bit of a jump in. Ooh, the stream's not far behind, so I must be catching up. That's good. 20 seconds. You'll hear that in 20 seconds time. So if I stick one arm out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15. There we go. Directly on the water break, 15 seconds behind. Right, won't be a second, just need to quickly go to the door. It's alright. Thank you. Sorry, the postman was carrying a parcel, I thought it was for me then. So, right, water break. I hope that was alright for everyone. Yeah, I'm not on the stream at the moment. So I'm having two different streams running at the same time. I hope everyone's having a good time. I know the weather is decidedly dour at the moment. It's a bit cold. It's actually cold. I'm actually warming up now. But cold weather, dull skies isn't great. So try and keep yourself motivated. So that's why later on I'm going to go and try and do my sign language. And I'm going to devote myself to that. See if I can try and get myself out of this funk, which I am doing with this class. So in 10 seconds we're going to do the squat and why? Why? Because it's good for you. Oh, bad jokes. Right, so cross your arms and up and out. Like a big demented bird. Oh, sorry, that's me. You're probably more majestic than I am. "20 seconds. 15. Excuse me. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. And let's change to dumbbell punches. This time what we'll do, we'll punch down. Okay, so you have to keep your arms really nice and tight to stabilise that back. Try and keep your back straight.
3, 2, 1.
And go.
Exercise 2.2.
Yes, one thing I was meaning to say about this morning in the chat before the exercise was that different ways of working out won't fit everybody. I know the TRX people say everyone can do it, even pregnant women. I seriously doubt it because some of it was a little bit, let's say, dangerous. Facing the ground at an angle, if you fall, you could hurt the baby. So it's all about knowing what you can and what you can't do. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Change.
Let's change. Brilliant. So reverse lunge with toe touches. So I'm going to face this way slightly so I can see the camera better, so I don't fall over. It's called proprioception. It's with all the nerves. You've got so many nerves in your feet and your hands.
2, 1.
And
Exercise
so
2.3.
reverse lunge and touch. Yeah, proprioception is basically about the balance and knowing where you are in your space. If you wobble, it's because your proprioception is probably a little bit off. In your ear problems maybe. Maybe numb feet. Numb hands, Raynaud's disease. I get Raynaud's in that hand. Past my blood problems. Right, in 3, 2, 1, and let's change. So we're going to go side L raises. Oh, one thing, yes. Marion brought up the other day, a good thing. 2 fingers. What is 2 fingers? Well, 2 fingers of measurement for the cordial for my isotonic is that. 2 fingers together in the bottom of a glass.
Exercise 2.4.
So we go side to front. So that's what I mean, but that won't work if you use, like, let's say a soup bowl or a kitchen bowl. Basically, if you use a standard glass, what they call a Slim Jim, or a tumbler, or a 500 milliliter bottle, or even a litre workout bottle like my green one at the back, 2 fingers is about right. It's about 2 centimetres of liquid in the bottom. I hope that's
3,
clears up some problems.
1. Change.
Right, so if anyone wants to, I will be putting it all into a handout. I'll try and get all my little recipes which I've found over the years, and I might stick them all together and give them to you. So there's isotonic, there's oh gosh,
3,
There's different ways of doing it. So we're going to do bum kicks.
Exercise 2.5.
Right, so I'm just gonna do it nice and easy. So I'm gonna do wide leg this time. So I'm actually dominating on one leg, trying to get that balance going. Might be even nice and actually give you my hot chocolate recipe. Healthy hot chocolate, or healthier hot chocolate. It's just cocoa powder, honey, and milk of choice. That's it.
3,
2, 1. Brilliant.
Change.
So we're going to do bent over reverse flies. A lot of people think that, well, sugar's bad for you, isn't it? Yes, refined sugar. The more natural the sugar, the better it is for your body because it will actually utilise it in a different way. So let's take our bottom out and do those flies.
1.
So as we're doing this,
Exercise
I'll
2.6.
just chatter like a monkey. So honey, how's honey better than sugar? 1, it's 6 times sweeter, so you have to use 6 times less than it. So if you use 6 teaspoons of sugar in your tea, 1 teaspoon of honey would equal the same sweetness. So less calories that way. 2, refined sugar has to go through your kidneys. Damages your kidneys. And it's basically filtered through. Honey mostly bypasses it. It doesn't fully bypass it, but it mostly.
1. Change.
And rest. So when it's absorbed into your lower intestine, it goes directly into your bloodstream. So it's utilised. So you need to still utilise the actual sugar. It's just not damaging the rest of your filtration system. It's like getting a vacuum and actually putting Lego bricks all over the floor and trying to vac it up.
2.
That's,
1.
so we're going to do high
Exercise
knees.
2.7.
So that's what refined sugar is. It's like trying to suck up Lego bricks. Where honey is the nice fine dust. Some of it gets clogged into the filter. Most of it gets through. Now, the next thing is syrup. What else is syrup? Syrup's an odd one. 10 seconds left. Syrup is refined. Also, it's thinner and not as sweet. So you will actually be eating
2,
more than sugar.
1. Water break.
Let's have a water break. So yes, syrup. Syrup's just as bad, as long as you can moderate it. Okay, it is a lot sweeter than sugar on a gram for gram basis, or a teaspoon for teaspoon basis. But it's basically, it goes honey, especially Manuka honey, natural honey. Go to Marion, when she's got some, she'll sell you some very good stuff. Blended honey, pasteurised honey. Not as good as the rest. Syrup, refined sugars, any refined sugars, brown or white, exactly the same. Yep. Surprising how many people I've actually recently met, which are actually beekeepers. I find them eminently interesting. I'm watching a TV show at the moment called Elementary, a very quite old TV show, which basically on modern day homes has loads of bees. So it's nice to see that as well, especially the different type of hives he has. So right, we're going to go to squat and Y. I love that name actually. When I first wrote it down I thought, I don't like that, but I like it now. Right, so squat and out. So I'm going to go a little bit wider stance, but make sure your knees aren't going inwards like that when you go down. Okay, try and keep them out. Excellent, good. 15 seconds. Well, I'm going a bit high there. I'm going more like an I instead of a Y. Getting a bit ahead of myself and a bit excited.
3,
2, 1.
change.
Dumbbell punches. Right, what I think we'll do is we'll do like machine gun. We'll go across and then back again. Get a bit of rotation in there. Try and keep your hips facing forwards. Only try and move your waist. Try and do it nice and slowly so it's not hurting your spine. But keep those tummies tight to actually support it. Let's get going. So I'm over by my red sock, or pink sock, and by my yellow sock. I have ordered actually some Dayglow headbands and wristbands. So I will be wearing those to help facilitate which side. And look a bit more like a Wally. No change there then really, is there? 5 seconds.
3,
2, 1.
change.
Brilliant, right. Side L raisers. Always makes me think of a World War II film. This. L raisers. Bleak times.
3, 2,
World
1.
War II. And let's go!
3.3.
And the SAS go to be L raisers. So it's like a 1980s trailer. Gosh, I really am chattering like a monkey today, aren't I? You wouldn't have me any other way, probably not. Well, you probably would. I find that basically talking whilst exercising helps my cardio a lot more. I don't encourage you to do it in class though. It'd be a very noisy place.
2, 1, change.
And let's change to bum kicks. Well, I'm going to keep these in my hands, not for any kind of workout increase. It's just basically I don't want to put them down.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Bum kicks.
Exercise 3.4.
I'm doing long ones again. I'm finding these quite entertaining. So you could actually use them, facilitate into a bit of a dance. Oh, hey, oh, no, I can't show you that one. That one's going in on Friday. So hopefully on Friday, Eleanor will be joining us again for a PE. And I've put it out to her school, and hopefully they might be joining as well. Because it'd be really good to get people,
3,
many people in, especially children,
1,
keep
change.
them moving. And let's change. So we're going to do bent over reverse flies. So I'm going to try and get some more interesting moves, see if Eleanor's got some ones which she can create. And if you can create some, send them in to me. I'll try and modify them to make them safe
3,
and make sure they work.
1.
Let's go some reverse flies.
3.5.
And we'll try and put them in. Get some jolliness in. Get some audience participation. Well, that's really what you're doing, isn't it? Otherwise, if you just sat there watching, there's no point. Unless you're trying to exercise via osmosis. He must be Moses' younger brother. Oh dear, that was bad. 7. My jokes never get better, they only get worse with age. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, good. Last time we're going to do high knees. Gosh, we're almost over. Oh dear. Oh well. Another 45 minutes after this then. What about that, eh? Shall we do that? Yes, right.
3, 2, 1.
So high knees.
Exercise 3.6.
I always like to try and keep my arms moving with if I'm just doing lower body, I always try and keep my arms moving to keep the circulation going. Actually, I've just thought about something. The problem with live streaming is how can you actually tap a comment when you work out? You'll come out saying, "Blash, blash, blah." I might understand you then, actually. 3, 2, 1. And change. Right. Oh gosh. I have missed an exercise. I've missed the lunge to toe touches. We're going to do that now. without weights, okay? Because I'm nice. I bet you lot were thinking,
3,
"Where's
2,
this?"
1.
So let's go.
Exercise 3.7.
And down and touch the ground, or try and touch as low as you can. Sometimes, unfortunately, things get in the way, tummies, bosoms, especially when you're bending over. Just try your best. If you can only get down to there, that's all I'm asking. That's it. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1 with a wobble.
Water break.
Water break, right, okay, so what we're going to do is, we're going to do side plank, glute bridge, side plank, other side. Now side plank, get down on the mat, shoulder above your elbow, feet together, push it up. What we're going to do is we're going to go 1, down, 2, 3, we're going to do 12 of those, okay? If you can't do those, you can always do it resting on the wall. And you can practice, and then as you get better, you can use a chair, as long as it doesn't go moving. So what you're doing is you're actually taking some pressure and some of the weight off that part, because it's that part which is actually the weight in a side plank. So you've got 3 different progressions. You've got the ideal one, the easy one, the intermediate one, or ones in between. Just make sure that you've got on a safe surface, that you're not going to slide, the thing isn't going to push over. Okay, so let's get down in position. I'm going to get down on the floor. And we're going to start.
3,
2,
1.
1. I'm going to push up,
3 times
and what we're going to do, we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and controlled. 6, 7, 8. If you want this stability, 9. Put your arm up. 10, 11, and 12. I think that's enough for that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go onto our back. Feet quite close up. I'll put our hands on the ground and we're going to do 25 glute bridges. So you're going to try and activate your tummy first by rounding up, and then squeeze your bottom to push yourself up. Okay? In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can work at your own speed. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Brilliant. Now we're going to go on the other side of the plank. So if you started with your left side pointing upwards, this time your right side will be pointing upwards. Or if you started with your right side, now you'll be on your left side pointing upwards. Are you ready? I know you are. So let's get ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Brilliant. Right, have a quick rest. Sorry, just trying my sign language numbers. Hope you enjoyed that. Right, so let's go back on the first side. So if you found it too easy doing one of the first ones, come down to do this. If you found this too easy, hold it for the count of 12. Okay? So let's get going. So up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Brilliant. Right. So back onto glute bridge. And are you ready? I'm not going to count sign language with this one. And 1. Remember to get those abs first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Right, so the other side for the side planks. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing fine. What I find is, well, if you're on the floor and you're using your elbow like this, sometimes it can hurt. So a cushion underneath is great, but it increases your instability, which makes the actual side plank harder. So if you're using a mat, I tend to triple it over, quadruple it over, whatever, just roll it up, because this flattens out nicely. It's better than a cushion. But since I've got my mats underneath, it's actually not that bad. So alright, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Brilliant. So we may as well stay down here. I'm going to turn around this way. For some reason I prefer looking this way, don't know why. Well, that's on the floor anyway. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to stretch our legs. One leg up. Let's stretch those hamstrings. Excellent, good. One thing about lying on the floor, you find out where your drafts are underneath your doors. Doing well, everyone. Keep it up. Brilliant. What we're going to do is now we're going to bring our leg in. We're not going to pull
3,
too hard.
2,
Just bring it in. That's just the end of the cool down. So that's the start of the cool down. What we're going to do is we're going to do the supine 4. So we're going to put one ankle on top of the knee of the other. Try and push and force, so it's floss or push. The knee down slightly and bring the other foot on the floor, the toes off the ground to give a little bit of resistance backwards. If you find that too easy, you can always pull on your thigh there, just as long as it doesn't overhurt your hip. Excellent, good. What we're going to do is we're going to do the supine 4 on the other leg. So all of you which are old enough, can you every time? Yep. Get that toe up, push down. I like to put a little bit of extra pressure on here. I find that this easier with the toe up because you're actually stretching the calf as well at the same time. You're pressing down and you're not holding that up there, which is actually putting extra tension in that thigh there, which we don't want. Because we're not working anymore, we're trying to stretch. Or if you're like me, you'll be asleep in about 10 seconds. Right, bring that knee into your chest. See, we're doing it in reverse this time. I thought I'd just try this out. mainly for a brain train for me. Excellent, good. And leg up into the hamstring stretch. So I hope you've all got something nicely planned today. Try and enjoy the day. I put an article on my website about the two documentaries of Super Size Me and Super Size Me 2. I encourage you both to watch them. It's all about America. Granted, some of it isn't equated to this country, but because America is the biggest producer of a lot of things, it does affect how the world works. And it basically is an eye-opener. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our side to actually stretch our front thighs. So we're going to, basically it's like a standing thigh stretch. But what you're going to do is you're going to get up in almost like a plank position and bring your heel onto your bottom, not to the side, not to the middle of your bottom. And you're just going to pull it back and look upwards. So yes, it's a good series. So if you've got Amazon Prime, you can watch them both for free. I really recommend it. It was an eye-opener, especially with how big business substitute traps and keeps people in poverty. So they've got the best profit margin, which is absolutely horrendous. That's America for you. Sorry Americans, it's the way of the world. And let's go to the other side. But in the second one, at the beginning, I was remember to look up. I was always going to ultrasonics by seeing how cute the chickens were. Oh, the hundreds of them, thousands. A veritable carpet of yellow. We're going to hold it now for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and down. So we're going to get up now and we're going to stretch our arms. We've done our shoulders, so what we're going to do is we're going to go across the body. So red foot, and we're going to go across to the yellow foot or green, interlace over. Try and keep this arm as straight as possible because then you'll get the best stretch in your shoulder. If you bend it like that, your bicep disengages and it won't actually pull a little bit more. And then I'm going to look to the red foot direction. So your red arm is pointing in the yellow direction and your head is pointing in the red direction.
2, 1. Your timer is complete.
Yeah, but let's just stretch first. And swap sides. So also another thing about this is don't keep your shoulder up. Try and get it down as much as you can, your shoulder blade. You won't be able to get it down as far as I would like because you're actually pulling it. But with the stretching and looking that way, you're actually stretching the trap on that side. If you can see my hand going up and down my neck. Right, and let's stretch up. So really stretch up, try and... Excellent. What we're going to do is go bring it down, get the shoulder blades down, really stretch back. So you're bringing your arms back, chest out, shoulder blades down. See how long my neck is? So I'm not like that, like that. And then we're going to bring them back up again. Try and feel the shoulder blades rotate in the girdle. And press up. And release. And thank you very much. You've actually worked really hard. We've worked about 2 minutes over. But I'm sure you loved it. I'm sure you won't hate me afterwards when your bottom hurts. Sorry. So, thank you all for coming. We'll be back on Friday with Freak Out Fridays. Hopefully I will have a star guest, but I won't force her. and we'll have some more fun, and hopefully we'll have some more people as well. So you got to keep safe, try and keep yourself mentally engaged, and keep yourself nice and physical, and try not to eat too much whilst in lockdown. So thank you very much all, and I'll see you all later.